And now, Zurgrinosports and Red Dragon Studios present Summerslam. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SummerSlam. Welcome to the biggest party of the summer here at the WWE. We got a packed crowd, standing room only for this extravagant event featuring a match, a stacked full card of matches for you tonight. We have 10 total matches here in Orlando, Florida. As you can see, the crowd is bumping, and we'll run you through some of the matches we'll see tonight. Not some of them, all of them. One of the matches is the World Tag Team Championships being defended by the Usos. They defend their championships against Malachi Black and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. Will we see new tag champs tonight, or will the Usos continue their newly crowned reign as the champions? Moving on to the Queen of the Ring finals, we have Alexa Bliss from Raw facing off against Liv Morgan from SmackDown. The winner of this Queen of the Ring final will go on to face the respective champion of their brand for the championship at Clash of Champions next month. Next up, we have John Cena facing off against Brendan Cabina. Some of you might know him or refer to him as the Black John Cena. He has made it clear he does not want to go by that. He is his own man. The Omega, Brendan Cabina versus John Cena. If Cena loses, he's gone from SmackDown. If Brendan loses, he's gone from wrestling. Next up, we have the European Championship being decided over on SmackDown. Otis Dozovic from Serbia, William Regal from the UK, as well as Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland, Sheamus representing Ireland, and Drew McIntyre representing Scotland, all vying for the newly brought back European Championship in a Battle Royal. Next up, we have a King of the Ring matchup, Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes in the final. Like the women's Queen of the Ring, the winner of this King of the Ring tournament goes on to face the respective champion of their brand at Clash of Champions. Speaking of champions, we'll see who the Raw Women's Champion will be after tonight, after this matchup is held. Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defends her championship against the man, Becky Lynch. This match is a match with star caliber so high that it would be not out of place at a WrestleMania, and we get it tonight on SummerSlam. Another one of those matchups, in my opinion, is the WWE Championship over on SmackDown. Bobby Lashley defending the WWE Championship against Antonio Cesaro. This is Cesaro's chance to finally make clear that he is at this level, but it won't be an easy task with Bobby Lashley in the way. Next up after that, sticking on SmackDown, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Ronda Rousey. Bianca Belair recently won the title at Extreme Rules, and Ronda Rousey, I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'll be in big trouble. But in the main event of the evening, we will see the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, put his 721-day title reign against the Ultimate Opportunist, the Mountain of Omnipotence, whatever he likes to call himself these days, the leader of the Judgment Day, Edge, for the World Heavyweight Championship. And to start off the show, we will be seeing Charlotte Flair, 13-time Women's Champion, versus Sasha Banks. Loser leaves SmackDown. The ring will be surrounded by women in a lumberjill match. Let's kick it to ringside while we get ready for this matchup. What a way to start off the show. It is a boss time, as Michael Cole likes to say. Sasha Banks coming down to the ring, ready for this matchup. There she is. There she is. Cutting edge technology with invisible glasses there, I think, might be what we just saw. I mean, we've had an invisible wrestler on the roster for however many years, 16, 18 years, 20-something years? No. It would be 20 years John Cena made his debut in 2002 on the main roster in SmackDown. It is August of the year 2022, of course. That is definitely the date of this show, or the month and the year of this show. We have Sasha Banks in the ring, awaiting her opponent, making her entrance. Once again, the woman who loses this match will have to leave SmackDown. And here comes Charlotte Flair. 13-time women's champion. Obviously, knowing her, she has eyes on becoming the champion again. But before she can do that, and before we know which brand she can aim to do that on, she has to finish this match against the boss, Sasha Banks. The boss versus the queen. SmackDown is not big enough for the two of them. We'll see which one gets to stay and which one has to go. This match, of course, is a Lumberjill match. And I'm getting a notification in my earpiece that the women won't actually physically be around the ring, but they'll be in the vicinity of the ring. It's really baffling why that is the way that the matchmakers and the personnel in charge behind the scenes are deciding to run this matchup. Historically, in a Lumberjill or Lumberjack matchup, three amigos there from Sasha Banks really early on. Historically, in these types of matchups, the women or the men are right there at ringside. It's almost as if this was a video game that didn't have a certain match type in it, and there was nothing else the matchmakers could do. Big frog splash from Sasha Banks off the top rope. Is this enough? Where is the referee going? Going for a little jog. Going for a marathon. Count of two. Charlotte Flair will not be put away that easy. She will make sure of that. Sasha Banks targeting the arm. Now that's very smart if you ask me, because the arms of Charlotte Flair are what allow her to turn the figure 4 into the figure 8. If she cannot rely on her arms to bridge up, the figure 8 is only half as effective, hence the figure 4. Or hence the figure 8, because the figure 4 would have come before the figure 8, and then that makes it twice effective. The bridge. The leverage provided by bridging. But once again, if her arms are out of commission, she won't be able to bridge, and then that makes that move less effective. Still effective, of course. Charlotte Flair's father, Ric Flair, 16-time world champion. More like 20-something, but we'll toe the company line and say 16. And that figure 4 is what got him there. So still an effective move, of course. But the figure 8, of course, more effective for Charlotte Flair. I mentioned in her entrance, 13-time women's champion. Oh, cover here. Not enough. Not enough. Not this early. You wouldn't think Charlotte Flair would be put away this early. You wouldn't think Sasha Banks could be put away this early. As I was saying, Charlotte Flair, 6-time SmackDown Women's Champion, the most recent reign ending at the hands of Bianca Belair and by proxy of Sasha Banks at Extreme Rules. 7-time Raw Women's Champion. One of those reigns, of course, when she won the championship from Bianca Belair, the SmackDown after WrestleMania, to combine them into the SmackDown Women's Championship. So that reign was pretty much a one-day reign. And one of those reigns was the Divas Championship, which became the Raw Women's Championship. Also, a one-time Women's Tag Team Champion on the main roster, and a 2-time NXT Champion is Charlotte Flair. NXT Women's Champion, I should say. Here we go. Once again, attacking the arms. Now, Sasha Banks needs her arms to lock in. Oh, German Suplex, baby! To lock in the Banks statement. For some reason, ladies and gentlemen, I was racking my brain. The boss time was on the tip of my tongue, but I knew that was not the name of Sasha Banks' finisher. It's almost like I haven't done my job in a year and I'm way out of the loop or something. But I mean, we were here for the pay-per-view at Extreme Rules last month. It's almost like life just gets in the way. Oh, big attack to the leg. That will definitely soften up Sasha Banks' leg for a potential figure 8. Now, I would be remiss not to summarize what has gone on between these two women since WrestleMania, since the brand split over on SmackDown. For any of you that may have not been able to keep up on a week-to-week basis watching television, because the cost of cable television and satellite services is ridiculous, and it's really just price gouging, and the companies who partake in that and provide that feature should be ashamed of themselves. But I'm not going to say too much because we're on television. Watch our television show every week, please and thank you. Okay. Shortly after WrestleMania, like I had just mentioned, Sasha Banks... Excuse me. Oh, bank statement. Is this it? In the ropes. Charlotte Flair retained her women's championship at WrestleMania against Ronda Rousey by nefarious means. She unified the Raw and SmackDown women's championships with SmackDown after WrestleMania against Bianca Belair by nefarious means. Sasha Banks earned herself an opportunity for the titles at Backlash. Charlotte Flair getting a 2 count there, got herself a 10 count at Backlash, intentionally getting herself counted out when Sasha Banks had all the momentum, ensuring that she did lose the match, but she kept her championship. Sasha Banks got a match for the title at Money in the Bank. This time, it was inside of a steel cage. No countouts for Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte Flair was one step ahead of the game. The daughter of the dirtiest player in the game. She had some handcuffs hidden in the ring apron. She's got the figure 8 in here. Is this going to be it? Is Charlotte Flair going to win this matchup? Keep her place on SmackDown? Nope. Okay. Sasha Banks getting out. Big punch to the head. Okay, yep. The crowd is shocked by this. Big bulldog. Sasha Banks on the attack right now. Was on the attack in the steel cage. But Charlotte Flair had those handcuffs, tied her to the ropes, and escaped the cage. Eventually, Bianca Belair earned herself a shot at the title for Extreme Rules. Big frog splash! Is she going to go for the pin? No, she's not. Charlotte Flair was not able to cheat to win at Extreme Rules because Sasha Banks was the special guest referee, special guest enforcer. The same woman going for the Three Amigos right now. Number 2. And number 3 connects. Is she going to go for the frog splash from here? No, she's not. Sasha Banks going for a big neck breaker. She connects. Kevin Dunn putting some weird red filter on the screen. Not really sure why. Sasha Banks. Bank statement. Is this going to be it? In the ropes yet again. That's 2 bank statements in the ropes now. Goes for the pin. Big kick out. Big kick out from Charlotte Flair. But again, after Sasha Banks prevented Charlotte Flair from cheating to retain her title at Extreme Rules, Bianca Belair was able to win the title. Charlotte had a rematch, was unsuccessful. She tried to win the Queen of the Ring, lost in the first round to Liv Morgan, with the slight aid of Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was also involved in the Women's Championship rematch against Bianca Belair. These two decided that SmackDown was not big enough for the two of them, and now they're here. Big boot by Charlotte Flair. Could this be it? Kick out at 2. Charlotte Flair, head in her hands, is shocked that she is not the winner of this match. Dragging Sasha Banks into position. Big stomp. Going for the legs, perhaps for figure 8. It looks as if I was correct. Big figure 8. Figure 4 currently. Can she bridge? She does bridge. It's a figure 8. I think this might be it, ladies and gentlemen. I think this might be it. This is the second figure 8. Sasha Banks mustering up enough strength and enough technique to get out. Just biding herself enough time in the match to potentially turn things around. Ooh, big flapjack. Samoan drop. Fireman's carry, excuse me, into the flapjack. And now she's taunting. Charlotte Flair is taunting. And this is what a lot of women have a problem with Charlotte Flair, who are in this company too. Count of 2. Kick out by Sasha Banks. Everybody knows how good Charlotte is. She herself knows. But the problem is she's gotten this ego, in the view of many of the women on the roster, to where she doesn't think that she has to earn her place anymore. She doesn't have to earn the victories anymore. Big Meteora from Sasha Banks. Could this spell the end of Charlotte Flair's, run on SmackDown? Banks statement, nowhere, no ropes, smack dab in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to run for Charlotte Flair. Is this it? Is this it? She's got it. That's a tap out. Big win from Sasha Banks in this opening match of SmackDown, of SummerSlam, excuse me. Big win. There you see the second Banks statement attempt that was nullified by the ropes and the pin. I don't know why we're seeing the pin in the replay, but sure. Big boot from Charlotte Flair in the replay. Charlotte Flair putting in some damage and then taunting. Perhaps taking her eye off Sasha Banks and taking that second to taunt was the downfall for her. Perhaps. Once again, a really long replay that didn't need to be that long. Kevin Dunn, I don't know what you're doing, but here's the replay that we need. Here's the replay that matters. The replay of the Banks statement in the middle of the ring that ended the match, that brought victory to Sasha Banks and sent Charlotte Flair packing, presumably to Raw or to NXT. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that Charlotte Flair is gone from SmackDown and Sasha Banks remains. Great match to start off the show. The fans are very happy that the boss is the one staying on SmackDown. But now we move from a loser leaves town match to a championship match of the tag team variety. Over on Raw, the Usos defending the World Tag Team Championships in their outdated renders against Malachi Black and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day, who make their entrances first. While we prepare for them to make their entrances, I'm going to take a quick drink because I am thirsty and because I'm a solo commentator, so I can't take a breather and let my other partner talk while I take that breather and drink and not bring attention to it. I have to bring attention to it, partly because for that reason, and another part is because we're going to beg for a sponsorship here on the air. G Fuel, sponsor us, please. Delicious, refreshing beverage here at SummerSlam. Here we have the Judgment Day making their way to the ring. It's pronounced Malachi. Actually, I said Malachi by mistake. Malachi Black, not Malenko Black. Okay? Greg Hamilton. Learn to pronounce foreign names, please. Come on. Be a little respectful here, Greg. I say as I was talking over you, which was disrespectful on my regard, but you disrespected Malachi Black. You almost had me calling him Malenko Black just there. Wow, that's crazy. As we see Mr. Money in the Bank himself, Malachi Black, not having the briefcase with him tonight. Perhaps a sign that he is fully focused on the Tag Team Championships. Now, the Money in the Bank briefcase does pose a question. Will we see a cash-in tonight? Because the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Would Malachi Black potentially cash in on Edge if he were to come out victorious? Or is Malachi Black potentially an insurance clause for the Judgment Day to leave with championships no matter what? Potentially they cut short in this match against the Usos, the greatest tag team of all time. Potentially Edge comes short in the World Heavyweight Championship. Is that Money in the Bank contract an insurance clause that the Judgment Day leaves with some? With the World Heavyweight Championship, perhaps, if they can't leave with the World Tag Team Championships. The Judgment Day feature in 3 matches tonight, the Bloodline in 2. It just so happens that 2 of those matches coincide with each other. The Bloodline, represented by the Usos here, defending these World Tag Team Championships against Judgment Day's Malachi Black and Damian Priest. Big ass forehead on Damian Priest. Excuse me, that is unprofessional. I'm calling it like I see it. And I see a big forehead in the mirror every day, ladies and gentlemen. So okay, I'm a little self-conscious about it, okay? So if I see somebody else with a forehead like mine or worse, I'm a bring it up to make myself feel better. And that's unprofessional of me. Okay. Kevin Dunn has been known to be maybe not unprofessional, but just incompetent in his job, and I think that's an example of that. But, I'm not going to bury Kevin Dunn too much on air. Not this early. Big springboard moonsault from Malachi Black to start things off. Ooh, stepping on the face of Jimmy Uso. And now it's time for the big man to make his presence known. Early tag from the Judgment Day, perhaps employing a tactic of keeping each other very, very fresh. Now, with this matchup, we have a tale of 2 extremes, you could say. We have 2 men who have never been tag team champions. And we have 2 men who have been tag team champions many, many, many times. In the case of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Malachi Black have never held tag team gold within the WWE. In the case of the Usos, they've been 5-time SmackDown tag team champions. 2-time WWE tag team champions before the brand split them up. And they are now the current reigning World Tag Team Champions. You add that up, and that's 8 tag team title reigns among their careers, compared to the one of Judgment Day's Malachi Black and Damian Priest. Malachi Black and Damian Priest, of course, are new to teaming with each other. Malachi Black returning to the WWE to help Edge defeat AJ Styles. To help Edge and Damian Priest defeat the tag team of AJ Styles and Finn Balor. Ooh, back rake to Paul Heyman. Okay, Malachi Black. Big exploder suplex on the outside. Jimmy Uso's going to be walking with a limp for the next week because of that. I can assure you of that much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Malachi Black focusing on the wise man. Boom! It's not professional of me to laugh at the performers, the superstars, or their management staff, but it's just sometimes watching Paulie get smacked around can be a little comedic. My apologies. The Usos recently won these World Tag Team Championships, from RK Bro at the beginning of July on Raw. They were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions going in to WrestleMania 38 in Dallas. They retained them against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs, Shinbugski. The Raw Tag Team Champions were RK Bro, coming out of WrestleMania 38 in Dallas. Both teams were drafted to Raw, meaning we had 2 Tag Team Champions on Raw. This led to a unification match at Backlash, which RK Bro won. But the Usos pursued the Tag Team Championships. They got a match as a result of the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and the defense of his World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton at Money in the Bank. And now they have won the championships again. Will they be able to extend their reign here tonight? Oh, big springboard by Damian Priest. Will they be able to extend their reign, or will they have a short 8th reign with the Tag Team Championships in WWE? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to bring up the fact that I may be a little bit monotone in my commentary of these events. It's almost as if I'm performing this commentary in an apartment to which I share a wall with my neighbors, and I can't really be as expressive as I'd like to be. It's almost as if that was the case. That's not the case, but you might think that's the case with the way that I'm conducting my commentary. But I'm just very interesting transition into the single leg Boston Crab from Malachi Black there, but caught up in the ropes, saving Jimmy Uso. Count of 2 from the resulting pinfall. Malachi Black, of course, was not seen on our programming for a little bit of time there, but like I said, made his return to the company to help out the Judgment Day at Backlash. Since then, they've had another member join their ranks in the likes of Rhea Ripley, who will have a match tonight, as we saw in the match card earlier to start the show. Ooh, big chop from Jey Uso. Big super kick to the stomach by Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso, might I add, who's seen a lot of success and a lot of growth as a wrestler since the pandemic. Now, the pandemic was a dark time, not only for the wrestling industry, but for the world. Everybody in the world. Everybody was locked inside. A lot of lives and careers got put on hold. But Jey Uso's career got elevated to new heights. The WWE kept its doors open, they kept running weekly shows, and we're proud of that during the pandemic. And one of the star standouts of that time, somebody who stood up and carried a lot of weight on their shoulders, was main event Jey Uso. And he continues to grow as a performer now that Jimmy Uso is back. Jimmy Uso, of course, was suffering with a leg injury at the time and was out of commission, leaving Jey Uso alone to fight for himself. But then he joined with the Bloodline after contesting with the Tribal Chief in some stellar matchups where he took the Tribal Chief to his absolute limits. And he is taking Damian Priest to his limits here tonight. Big float over DDT by Jey Uso. And now he thinks it's time for his twin brother Jimmy to have a piece of the action. Big overhand right. All right. Hip toss into a neck breaker. Impressive maneuver. Takes too much time getting to the top rope, and a hot tag from Damian Priest. Springboard dropkick from Malachi Black. And now, he's setting him up He's setting Jimmy Uso up for the Black Mass, and he connects. Goes for the pinfall. Is this it? Jey Uso looks like he may have tripped when he tried to save up the pin, and he missed, but Jimmy Uso... Oh. Jimmy Uso kicking out. Jay getting dumped to the outside. Malachi Black. Oh, big kick to the stomach. Big double stomp. Picking up Jimmy Uso. A leg kick. Dragging him into the ropes. What's he going to do? Big chop to the leg. And he's just wrenching the leg in the ropes there, ladies and gentlemen. Just wrenching it in. Body hook missed, but the suplex does not. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's a very surprising way to end the match, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect the suplex to end the match. But, I guess the only explanation I have for you guys is that the Black Mass had Jimmy Uso at 99% of the damage he could take. And it took all the energy he had left in him to kick out. To the point where even just a clothesline, or even just a leg kick, or a suplex was enough to put him over to the edge to the point where he could not fight anymore. Jey Uso got thrown from the top of the ring down to ringside, to the unforgiving floor, putting him out of commission. And Malachi Black winning the match for the Judgment Day, pinning Jimmy Uso, and winning these World Tag Team Championships for the Judgment Day. Judgment Day 1 for 1 tonight. Bloodline, as a result, 0 for 1. But we move on to the Queen of the Ring tournament. The finals, more specifically, of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Alexa Bliss taking on Liv Morgan. The winner of this match goes on to face their respective women's champion of their brand at Clash of the Champions next month. We start off with Liv Morgan coming down to the ring as we take some more beverage refreshment. Not only because we want G Fuel sponsorship money, but also because I get real thirsty when Liv Morgan's on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. You know that I'm an unbiased commentator when it comes to Liv Morgan matches. I just, she does something to me. Makes me act up. Makes me want to act up, as the kids say, respectfully speaking. Now, Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss, in a way, mirror the dynamic of the previous matchup. One member, or one side of the matchup, is a decorated champion. And that is the woman making her way to the ring right now. Alexa Bliss, 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, 3-time Raw Women's Champion, 5 championships in WWE. Liv Morgan, 0. 0 singles championships to Liv Morgan's name. Did she or did she not win a tag team championship? I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I did not research it. Because those championships have been retired, and quite frankly, I forgot they existed. Which goes to show how valuable they were. Which is probably why they were retired. Liv Morgan coming out to a flurry. Oh, a big twist of fate from Liv Morgan to start things off. Big flurry of offense. Drop kick to the back. Stomp from Liv Morgan. Oh, big reversal. Planting Liv Morgan to the ground by Alexa Bliss. Shoots her off into the ropes. Into the corner, I should say. Shoulders. Another one. And stomps in the corner as well. Those, that's a pinfall. Those screams from Liv Morgan are sure interesting. Ooh, big face drag by Liv Morgan there. And another drop kick to the back of the head. Or to the upper back, to the trapezius area. If you go a little too high, you might hit the neck. Big knees from Alexa Bliss, preventing a big splash into those moonsault double knees there. I'm not really sure what she calls that. I should probably know. Using her gymnastics background is Alexa Bliss there. Puts her gymnastics background to good use in the ring. Lots of innovative offense. Liv Morgan definitely screaming, making noises of discomfort. It's almost as if Kevin Dunn is piping in recorded audio of a woman just, you know, groaning, but it doesn't really sound like that. It's almost like the sound design of a video game that was just poorly done or something. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna blame it on Kevin Dunn. Liv Morgan feeling herself. Wish that were me. Respectfully speaking. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Nice DDT on the outside of the ring there. To the floor. To the mats on the floor. Thin layer of mats over concrete, ladies and gentlemen. It is unforgiving out there. Alexa Bliss turning the tide. But Liv Morgan turning the tide in her favor. Off the ropes. Big code breaker from the side. Is that enough to put Alexa Bliss away? No, it is not. Kick out at 2. A kick out at a count of 2 by Alexa Bliss. And now she gets thrown in the corner. But she dodges it. Ooh, big slap. Liv Morgan, very acrobatic block of the clothesline, and returns a slap to Alexa Bliss. Ooh, big forearm. Ooh, stunner off the ropes. Back to the outside. Liv Morgan to the top rope. Goes for a big elbow drop and connects. And a big double stomp. And a kick to the head. And the double stomp misses. With those dives to the outside, you know, it does a lot of damage to the person receiving the move. But the rest are... Ooh! 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 Is that enough? 2! That is enough. Just like that. Liv Morgan winning the Queen of the Ring and earning herself a shot at either Bianca Belair or Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Clash of Champions next month. Big win for Liv Morgan. She has the less experience of the two in this match. A lot of women doubting her like they have been her whole career. A lot of women doubted her even making it through the Queen of the Ring. She had to defeat the likes of Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and Shayna Baszler. She was the underdog in all 3 of those matches, and she came out on top. And you could say she was the underdog of this match, and now she is the Queen of the Ring. Congratulations. Please return my calls. Just answer my DMs, please. So we move on to a match with huge stakes. John Cena, the Omega, Brendan Cabina. If Cena loses, he leaves SmackDown. If Brendan loses, he retires. We go to the ring for the entrance of Brendan Cabina. He is piped up, pumped up, feeling himself. Representing the Hurt Business, their newest member. They recruited him They set the groundwork of their recruitment when Cabina was still in a tag team with John Cena as Cena Squared. He turned on John Cena at Extreme Rules, and the animosity has been building since then on John Cena's part. But evidently, the animosity was building from Cabina's point of view since the beginning. Brendan Cabina going viral in the summer, or in the fall, of 2021. When he posted a selfie on social media that went viral due to his likeness to John Cena. He went viral as the Black John Cena, and he used this virality, if that is a word, he used this newly gained fame to put in the work and become a professional wrestler. He was signed to SmackDown after WrestleMania. John Cena returned to the WWE after Backlash, claiming that he wanted to return. He didn't know how many runs he had left in him, but he knew that in this run, he wanted to come back to elevate talent. And he saw somebody backstage who he thought deserved his attention, his training. And that was Brendan Cabina. They formed the tag team Cena Squared. They went on a run, winning multiple tag team matches, earning themselves a shot at the tag team championships at Extreme Rules. But the Hurt Business offered up the opportunity of a lifetime to John Cena, 16-time world champion. They offered him the opportunity to fight for Lashley's WWE championship, an opportunity to become the 17-time world champion. But he would have to forfeit the tag team opportunity in order to get it. John Cena decided to take that opportunity. Brendan Cabina said he understood, but obviously he didn't feel that way for real, because when that time came for John Cena to challenge Bobby Lashley in an Extreme Rules match, in the main event of Extreme Rules, Cabina came down to the ring and cost John Cena an opportunity to become 17-time world champion. And he explained himself on SmackDown, saying he was tired of just being an afterthought, a meme, a crutch for an old man past his prime. He was his own man. He is not some caricature of a man. He is his own man, the Omega Brendan Cabina. And after tonight, he claims that no one will forget it. Big splash. Count of two for Cabina, who is off to a hot start in this matchup. Big man. Coming out hot. Another spine buster into the pin for this one. Early kick out from John Cena. Cabina lifting John Cena and tossing him like a rag doll. And ladies and gentlemen, let's remind you here, this is John Cena. He's not some rinky-dink indie white vanilla midget baby face, whatever you want to call them. That's derogatory, but that's not derogatory. It is derogatory. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever you want to call those indie wrestlers who look like string beans, who've never stepped foot in the gym, and you're supposed to take them seriously like an athlete, but let's be honest, they're not. He's not one of those guys. It's John Cena. I mean, he's a beef castle. Big flurry of punches from Cabina there. Who is a beef castle, a meat castle himself. Look at him. Flexing his mass. And he's putting it to use with how he's ragdolling and manhandling the 16-time world champion John Cena. Cabina is new to the sport. A couple months in, but he's not looking like it right now. But that short career will come to an end if John Cena can come out on top in this match. It's not looking likely. It's actually surprising, and now it's insult to injury. Now he's putting insult to injury. And the 5-knuckle shuffle, John Cena's signature move. Insult to injury by Brendan Cabina there. Big belly to belly, just manhandling the 16-time world champion. And he's going for another 5-knuckle shuffle. Look at him. And he connects. And he connects. And he's going for... Oh! John Cena! John Cena, all he needs is one window of opportunity to hit the 5 moves of doom. And here's one of them. He's coming at him with his own 5-knuckle shuffle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a euphemism for jerking off. But it's been a move for so long that we don't bring attention to that. The FU got renamed to the Attitude Adjustment, but the 5-knuckle shuffle did not get renamed. Kick out at 2 from Brendan Cabina. The 5-knuckle shuffle not enough for John Cena to put away Cabina. Going for the Attitude Adjustment. Connects. In for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A kick out at 2 from Cabina. Guys, people with 10 years of experience don't kick out at 1. At 2 from that maneuver these days. But Cabina, he's fueled by piss and vinegar. And now it's Cena's turn to ragdoll his opposition. Going to the top. For his patented leg drop, he hits it. 1, 2. Big kick out from Cabina. Oh, and he reverses. Oh, big attack. Into the hurt lock. In there, the hurt lock. Surely a sign, a show of what he's been learning in his time with the Hurt Business. And he lets it go. He didn't want to win the match that way. He just wanted to inflict damage. Going for the pinfall. Count of 2. Only 2. And a big spear by Cabina. Into a Dominator. Yes, it connects. 1, 2. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we've seen John Cena be handled so one-sidedly since the last time it happened at a SummerSlam. What was it, 2014 SummerSlam? When Brock Lesnar gave birth to Suplex City against John Cena. This wasn't as one-sided, but it was pretty close. And it's by a man who's only been wrestling for a couple of months. And I don't know about you, but to me that is terrifying. Because if with this little experience, he is manhandling a veteran like John Cena, just imagine what he'll do the better and the more experience he gets. It's terrifying to think about, ladies and gentlemen. But we move on. Sticking on SmackDown, which John Cena will not be as a result of the last match. Sticking on SmackDown, we have the European Championship reinstated at the request of William Regal. But will he be able to win it in this Battle Royal, as it is vacant in this matchup? All these men have European ties in their heritage. Who will be the one to reintroduce the championship to the company? As we drink more of this G Fuel. Here we have Ridge Holland representing the Brawling Brutes.
And is for the WWE European Championship. Making his way to the ring from Wolverhampton, England, 267 pounds.
267 pounds. Greg Hamilton introducing our first competitor tonight, Ridge Holland, representing the Brawling Brutes. And the Brawling Brutes have an interesting dynamic in this matchup because there are 6 men, and 3 of them are from the Brawling Brutes. All 3 members are in this match, which means the odds are in the favor of them having to fight each other. Will they try and eliminate the other 3 competitors and leave it as a triple threat? Or will they take each other on from the start? We'll have to wait and see. Ridge Holland, the only man in this match to not hold championship gold coming into it. Will he be able to open his title lineage, his title history, with the prestigious European Championship? Will that be in the realm of possibility? Here we have Otis Dozovic coming to the ring.
And his opponents.
That's not Otis. My notes say Otis is in the match. The match graphics said Otis is in the match. In my headset, I'm being told that Otis was about to walk to the ring before Gable told him to stay back and that he had things under control. Okay. I guess Chad Gable instead is in this match. That's okay. Maybe that was the tactics of the Alpha Academy from the beginning. Maybe Gable pulled an audible. Who knows? I was gonna say Otis in my notes. Otis is a one-time tag team champion with Gable as the Alpha Academy. I did not make any notes for Chad Gable because I was not expecting him to be in the match. Otis Dozovic was in this match. To be fair, the Alpha Academy was given a spot for their team, and they had to decide amongst themselves who was going to be in the match. So by that way, Gable is in the match, but they were awarded the spot because of Dozovic's Serbian lineage. He was born in Minnesota, but to Serbian heritage. So that gained him a spot in this European title match. The Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne in the ring from Birmingham, England, representing the Brawling Brutes as well. Very, very highly gifted technical wrestler. The prospect of him and William Regal makes my balls tingle, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go there. Speaking of Regal, he's coming to the ring right now. There he is. Looking Regal. Looking the part. William Regal coming to the ring. I'll mention, since we've been talking about titles with Ridge Holland and Otis Dozovic, Pete Dunne, former NXT Tag Team Champion, as well as a former NXT UK Champion, for 685 days. He held that championship. Very prestigious run. A historic run. Regal is the most decorated of the members in this match. 4 WCW TV title reigns, 4 World Tag Team Championship reigns, 2 with Lance Storm, 1 with Eugene, and 1 with Tajiri. 5 Hardcore title reigns, 2 Intercontinental title reigns, a WWE Tag Team reign that was recently held with Cesaro, who's in action later tonight, and 4 European title championship reigns. Can he make it 5 tonight? Not if this man has anything to say about it. Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, representing the Brawling Brutes.
Weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
There he is. Sheamus is a former World Heavyweight Champion. The former Raw Tag Team Champion 4 times with Cesaro. SmackDown Tag Team Champion. 3-time United States Champion. And a 3-time WWE Champion. He is the leader of the Brawling Brutes. Representing Ireland. Decked out in an Irish-themed attire. Pete Dunne had British-themed attire. And we await the final competitor of this matchup. And that is the Scottish psychopath, the Scottish warrior. Drew McIntyre. Coming to the ring with his trusty sword, Angela. Named after his late mother. A touching tribute. Drew McIntyre, 2-time Tag Team Champion. 1-time Intercontinental Champion and 2-time WWE Champion.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Will he be able to add the European Championship to his repertoire? We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. He looks confident. He does not come to the ring seemingly with Scottish attire, but with European attire. His attire matching that of the European flag. Perhaps that is his way of saying he wants to be European champion. But all of these men want to be European champion. The Brawling Brutes are coming to blows right from the jump. Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne brawling it out. This is a hectic matchup, to say the least. Oh, snapping the fingers. Pete Dunne is in a big clubbing blow from Ridge Holland to his Brawling Brutes teammate. Chad Gable running around, telling perhaps Ridge Holland to shoosh. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, perhaps the favorite to win the matchup, is the first eliminated. That caught me off guard. I did not expect that in the slightest. I did not expect that in the slightest, ladies and gentlemen. For Drew McIntyre to be eliminated first from this matchup. But now we're down to 5. We are down to 5 competitors in this matchup. I just hit my commentary desk. Excuse me. I don't know if that got picked up on my mic. The mics are sensitive. Big fall-away slam from Ridge Holland to William Regal. Chad Gable and Pete Dunne mixing it up in the corner there. That's another match I'd love to see. This match is just... Oh, Pete Dunne eliminated. Wow. Big Northern Lights from Gable. This match just has a lot of one-on-one matchups that would just titillate my juices. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Down to 4. Gable, Sheamus, Regal, and Ridge Holland. Once again, maintaining a 50% ratio of Brawling Brutes in this matchup. Oh, big maneuver. What a maneuver from Sheamus to Chad Gable there. Once again, Chad Gable, a late addition, which cannot be easy for the members of this matchup to account for. They probably prepared to wrestle the more heavy set, the more powerhouse style wrestler of Otis. Now they have to adjust to the more technical, ground-based, quick, and just like I said, technical style of Chad Gable, an Olympian. Don't forget. And that is just big over something, whatever that's called. You'd think that the commentator would know what it's called, but I mean, if the owner of the company didn't know what moves were called when he was a commentator in his youth, well, how could you expect me to know? You know what I'm saying? And Chad Gable is out of this matchup, and that leaves William Regal to fight 2v1, effectively speaking. Ridge Holland pulling out the Hulk Hogan. And then a big German suplex, baby. Combines it into a big clothesline, turning Regal inside out. Okay, Sheamus, instead of using the numbers game, goes right to Ridge Holland. Interesting strategy. Very interesting. We'll see how that works out. Wow, I could hear you from here, Sheamus. I am entertained, actually. Very entertained, Sheamus. Thank you for asking. Nobody ever asks how the commentator's enjoying the show, you know? It's always just, you know, how is the audience enjoying the show? And you know why nobody asks? Why? Because they're right to only care about the fans. We're only here for you. You guys are the most important. Your enjoyment of the show is the most important. I mean, unless you're Vince, you know, sometimes he kind of does what he wants and enjoys the fact that the fans won't enjoy it, and then our viewership goes down, and then our stock goes down, and then he realizes that he's losing money, so then he gives the fans what they want, and then we get back up to where we were, and then he does the same process again, because then he thinks that we're back up to where we were because of him, and yeah, he can't fire me, man. Hunter's back in charge, brother, so I'm solid. Me and Hunter are cool, you know. Me and Hunter are lit. Oh my goodness, the elevation of that maneuver from Ridge Holland to Sheamus. And the elevation of Regal. Ridge Holland is really tossing people around. Now, oh, I believe that was an end of days attempt. But it was reversed by Regal in midair. And it didn't look like it, because it just looked like he connected, but hey man, that's just me. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. When I looked at this matchup, I considered Ridge Holland, big suplex by Regal. I considered Ridge Holland to probably be the weakest link. And then probably him or Otis. And then when Gable got included, then there was pretty much 5 strong links, and then Ridge Holland. And that's not to discredit him as he goes over the ropes. That's just, he was not as experienced the other guys, you know, but he got to the final 3. And perhaps he could have gotten to the final 2 if there wasn't that breakdown in communication between the Brawling Brutes, and if they stuck together. But they decided to fight each other throughout the match. Honorable in one way. A little bit stupid in another. Big bro kick from Sheamus. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Regal's just, I don't know if he's got much left in him after that. I mean, it's a bro kick and just, oh. Curse of the commentator, perhaps. Regal. Putting in some damage on Sheamus. Ooh, big stomp to the lower back. That cannot feel good to the kidneys. All right, lining up Sheamus. What's he going to do here? He's going to try and throw Sheamus out of the ring. Is he going to be able to? Is this going to be it? Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Sheamus holds on. Or does he? Can Regal get it done? Ladies and gentlemen, Sheamus hanging on to the ropes. Lives to fight another day. Big chop. Big flurry of offense. Oh, reversal by Regal. Exploder suplex. Picking Sheamus up for more damage. What can he do here? Carries him. What is he going to do? On his shoulder. Can he dump him over the top rope? Is this it? Is this it, ladies and gentlemen? Oh! Oh! And he does it! Oh my goodness. Guys, William Regal becoming a 5-time European champion. William Regal overcoming the odds. Not only in this match, but in life. He was retired for 9 years, ladies and gentlemen. He came back, won a big match against Cesaro at Backlash, returning to active competition. Then he and Cesaro teamed up and won the WWE Tag Team Championships. They lost them last month at Extreme Rules, but now he has gold yet again with the European Championship. Truly inspiring from William Regal. But from one wrestling royalty to 2 other lineages of royalty and a royal matchup by name, the King of the Ring final, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, who will go on to face their respective champion at Clash of Champions. Will it be Cody Rhodes or will it be Rey Mysterio? The first to make their way to the ring, the American roller coaster, adrenaline in the soul, something, something, Cody Rhodes, is the chant of the crowd, along with the customary whoa, and that's coming up. Join me at home, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, my father said something, I don't know. Mine wasn't around. But Cody Rhodes trying to live up to the legacy, to the lineage that his father left in the wrestling business, the legendary Dusty Rhodes. The Rhodes family, a royal family in this industry. Cody Rhodes, since coming back to WWE, winning, defeating Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas. He has had his sights set on Roman Reigns, but he has not been able to get his hands on him just yet. Perhaps, if the dominoes fall the way that he wants them to, perhaps at Clash of Champions he finally gets what he wants. If he can defeat Rey Mysterio right now, and if Roman Reigns can defend his title in the main event, then we will see Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at Clash of Champions. But that's a lot of ifs, ladies and gentlemen. Because Rey Mysterio is no easy feat. The Rhodes family is a royal family in wrestling because of Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' father. The Mysterio name is a royal name in the wrestling industry because of Rey Mysterio Jr. himself. This man made the Mysterio name legendary in this business. And he can make it even more legendary by adding a King of the Ring win to his name. To a long list of accolades that include a SmackDown. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver to start off the match. God damn, excuse my language. I'm trying to compress his neck to start the match. Cody, relax, dude. Build up to it, man. My goodness. If Rey Mysterio can win the King of the Ring tonight, he can add to his repertoire of a SmackDown Tag Team Championship that he won with Dominic Mysterio. 4 Tag Team Championships that he won with Eddie Guerrero, the legendary Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace, the greatest of all time. With Edge, with Rob Van Dam and with Batista. to 2 Intercontinental Championships, 2 United States Championships, 3 Cruiserweight Championships in the WWE, along with 6 Cruiserweight Championships in WCW, as well as a lot of other championships in WCW. 1 WWE Championship, where John Cena showed what a good guy he was. Definitely not that he wasn't a selfish prick, for lack of a better term. And 2 World Heavyweight Championships. He can add to that impressive lineage a King of the Ring win. If Cody Rhodes can win the King of the Ring, he can add to some dead-end tag title runs, and 2 IC title runs, and then, I won't take it away from him. 3 WWE Tag Team titles, 2 with his brother Goldust, 1 with Drew McIntyre, 2 World Tag Team titles, 1 with Hardcore Holly, and then the other with Ted DiBiase with Legacy. Big miss from him there. 2 Intercontinental title wins from Cody Rhodes. Then he left the WWE, went to Impact, couldn't cut it, started some pissant indie, and the fans of the indie that he created basically started hating him, so he came back here, and the fans love him since he came back here. Big frog splash from Eddie Guerrero. Excuse me, from Rey Mysterio. I miss Eddie Guerrero. No disrespect, Rey. Kick out at 2 from Cody Rhodes. Perhaps if that was a frog splash from Eddie Guerrero, it wouldn't have been it. The best frog splash in the history of wrestling. Big springboard moonsault from Rey Mysterio onto Cody Rhodes. If Rey Mysterio wins, he goes on to face either Bobby Lashley or Cesaro for the WWE Championship at Clash of Champions. If Cody Rhodes wins, he goes on to face, as we mentioned earlier, Roman Reigns or Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash of Champions. This matchup, a big matchup, even without the enormous stakes on the line. But then you add those stakes, and it's a match truly worthy of the occasion that is SummerSlam. We've had a stacked card so far tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is just adding to it. Big springboard frog splash from Rey Mysterio. Is this enough? And it is! Congratulations to Rey Mysterio, the new King of the Ring, the big 619. The big frog splash. Another frog splash. And then the big springboard frog splash. And another shot of it for the 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately for Cody Rhodes, he has to wait even longer. He needs to find a different path of getting his hands on Roman Reigns. The Tribal Chief doesn't want it to happen. And it didn't, the things that needed to happen to make it happen tonight did not happen. But now it is time for a match truly of WrestleMania quality. And we get it here tonight on SummerSlam. Rhea Ripley, defending her Raw Women's Championship against the man, Becky Lynch. If this card wasn't so stacked, this could have main evented.
And is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Yes, it is, Greg Hamilton. Yes, it is. The man, Becky Lynch, coming down to the ring with a scowl on her face. She means business. Title business. Raw Women's title business. There she is, Becky Lynch. The man. Big time Bex. the challenger. She was the champion just a few short months ago, winning the title, the vacant title at Backlash against Asuka, losing it in the following month at Money in the Bank in a triple threat, which featured none other than Rhea Ripley and Asuka, who won the title by making Becky Lynch submit. Look at her. Representing the Judgment Day, the Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, coming down to the ring. As I was saying, Asuka winning the Women's Championship at Money in the Bank in a triple threat match, including the two women in this one, and Asuka, of course, by making Becky Lynch tap out. This led to Rhea Ripley saying that she was not defeated in that match, and thus deserved a shot at the title in a one-on-one. This match occurred at Extreme Rules in a First Blood match, to which Rhea Ripley brought out a side of her I don't think anybody knew was in her. Maybe not even herself. Asuka was out of commission for a little bit. She hasn't been herself since. One of the more disturbing things I've had to call in my career. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka in that First Blood match. Luckily tonight it's just a singles match, but
introducing the champion,
that doesn't necessarily mean that we won't see that violent side of Rhea Ripley tonight.
the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea holding that title in the air. Will she extend her reign past a month? Or will this be a short-lived title reign for Rhea Ripley? Title held high above the ring by the referee. Both of these ladies are ready. The crowd firmly behind Becky, with chants of Becky to start off the match. Becky perhaps feeding off those chants because, oh, big slap. Big slap. And just driving the head of Becky Lynch into the mat. And the stomps. Rhea Ripley trying to brutalize Becky Lynch right off of the bat. Tossing her up and tossing her to the side. Oh, big slap from Becky. Big forearm from Becky. She's not going to be put down that easy, is Becky Lynch. There you go. There you go. Oh, big boot from Becky Lynch. Into the cover, one. Only a count of one. And attacking the arm. Oh, big kick to the head. Kick to the lower back. Now, that's very smart. And another one. That's very smart from Becky Lynch, because for Rhea Ripley to hit the Riptide, she needs a lot of lower back support to be able to lift her competitor, her opponent, into the Riptide to get the full effect of it. Otherwise, she's just picking her up and then dropping her. But to get that slamming aspect, that slamming portion of the maneuver, she needs that lower back as support in order to lift her opponent above her waistline. And a manhandle slam really early into the match. Is this it? Could we see the title change hands here at SummerSlam? And a count of two. You are not putting away Rhea Ripley that early. Not a chance. Not a chance. Into the disarmer. Into the referee. Move out of the way. into the disarmer here now. The manhandle slam didn't work for the pinfall. Can she put insult to injury and make Rhea Ripley tap? She just got her fingers in the ropes. And who knows, maybe she was seconds away from tapping if the ropes were not just in reach. Tossing Becky into the side, into the corner, I should say. Rhea Ripley, big boot into the corner. Ooh. Becky fighting out of the corner, though. Big slap reversed by Rhea Ripley. And what's she going to do now? Lifts her up over her shoulder. Ooh, into the corner. And lifts up Becky Lynch and tosses her aside yet again. Another instance in this match where Rhea Ripley, and a third time, Rhea Ripley is putting her strength to good use. Perhaps the strongest member of the roster, of the women's roster. Perhaps the most dominant physically. Becky Lynch, the man, trying to regain some offense, or some momentum, I should say, with this offense. Her patented leg drops is a good start. Kick to the back, once again, like I said, not the lower back this time, but the upper back, you know. Muscles in the upper back are used to hold Becky Lynch close to the body. So those affect Rhea Ripley's maneuver, the riptide as well. The latissimus dorsi. Rope break. Didn't look like she was anywhere near the ropes, so I don't know. Maybe the ref enjoyed some of the, marijuana before the match. But Rhea Ripley, big submission maneuver. You would think that I would know what this is called since this is a finisher of Rhea Ripley's, but I don't know what the hell that's called. Sue me. Ooh, big throw from the man Becky Lynch. Into another disarmer, smack dab in the middle of the ring. Damn, okay, ref, you got that arch though. Damn, alright. Fucking throwing it. Oh, I just swore on the air. Sorry, Hunter. Throwing it back for these ladies. Respect, man. I don't really want that on my screen, though, because I'm trying to focus on the wrestling, but, oh, Riptide! Connects. Is this enough for the win? Is this enough to retain the championship? Count of 2, and a count of 3, and still your Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is still your Raw Women's Champion. Hard-fought, close-fought match. Could have gone either way. Rhea Ripley was the better woman tonight here on Raw, or here at SummerSlam. And the question has to be posed, who is next? A definitive win against Asuka and a definitive win against Becky Lynch. Who's next on Raw for Rhea Ripley's Women's Championship? Could it be? Who knows who? Who knows it could be? Maybe that's where Charlotte ends up. Maybe it's one of the women already on Raw. Maybe someone from NXT wants to step up. That is a question to be determined in the future. A question that will be answered in the present is who will come out on top of this match. The WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley. The challenger, Antonio Cesaro.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Undisputed Championship.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Greg Hamilton. The WWE Championship on the line. The Swiss Cyborg. The Swiss Superman. Antonio Cesaro. Challenging for the WWE Championship. The last time Cesaro had a match for a main championship in this company a little over a year ago against Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. If I recall correctly, the event might have been Extreme Rules. It was a very close technical encounter. Cesaro proved how good he was, but he was just short of being good enough on that night. Now, he gets a crack at a different championship, at the WWE Championship. Will he have what it takes tonight to dethrone Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, the Walking Armageddon, the Walking Apocalypse, the WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley? Accompanied to the ring by MVP, the man who, for all intents and purposes, was the man who really unlocked the career potential of Bobby Lashley in the WWE. You know, Bobby Lashley in his early years in the WWE had some success. United States champion, ECW champion. Then he left. Did some MMA, went to Impact. And in Impact, as part of the Beatdown Clan, led, figureheaded by MVP, he became the Walking Armageddon, the Walking Apocalypse, and ran that company. Held all the titles in that company at one point. Dominant. Then, he found his way back to WWE. And he kind of lost himself in the process. But when MVP returned to the WWE and returned into the life of Bobby Lashley, it reignited who we saw in Impact. And he's been a dominant force ever since.
And introducing the champion from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Look at him.
Weighing in at 273 pounds. He is the WWE Undisputed Champion.
Yes, he is.
Almighty Bobby Lashley.
The Almighty indeed. Look at him. Just look at that man. Cesaro winning 2 matches in a way. Him and Sheamus were eliminated each other at the same time in a battle royal on SmackDown that was meant to determine the number 1 contender for this event, for the WWE Championship. The next week on SmackDown, big belly to belly to start off on this matchup. The next week on SmackDown, they were put into a singles match, which Sheamus was not the victor of, as you can tell, because Cesaro won that match and earned himself a shot in this pay-per-view, in this event at SummerSlam. Now, since he won that title, you could argue his priorities have been spread. The numbers game has been played on Regal, both by the Brawling Brutes and by the Hurt Business. And Cesaro has been in the corner of his friend and protege and tag team partner. This has led the Hurt Business and MVP to point out that Cesaro might not have his priorities where they need to be in order to have everything in the tank to defeat Bobby Lashley. MVP, big spear from the middle of the rope into the pinfall. Can this be enough? Not even close. Speaking to the quality of Antonio Cesaro, the resilience of Antonio Cesaro. But MVP, in the lead up to this match, made a good point that for somebody to even think about having the possibility of beating the Almighty, they need to be all in. 100% focused on Lashley. And he said that Cesaro, in terms of wrestling ability, could just be the toughest opponent of Lashley's WWE Championship career. But a distracted Cesaro holds no chance in the eyes of Lashley and MVP. Lashley himself said he was disappointed by this because he wanted a win against the best version of Cesaro under his belt. But he doesn't think he'll get that. He'll think he'll get a win against a distracted Cesaro. But either way, Lashley is confident that he'll win. Cesaro is confident that he has what it takes to dethrone Lashley and win the WWE Championship. We'll have to see which man is correct in this matchup. This matchup also will determine Rey Mysterio's opponent, as we learned a little earlier in the show, at Clash of Champions for the WWE Championship. Will Rey Mysterio come up against Lashley or Cesaro? For the pinfall, Lashley. Big boot misses. The punches do not. Up on the shoulders. Cesaro slips away. Can he get something here? Into a gut wrench suplex. Going for the top, delaying a little bit too long. Lashley does not take advantage of the delay. Big crossbody. Can this be it? Count of two. Count of two. Tightly contested affair, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, big maneuver. Big kick from Lashley to prevent Cesaro from getting too much momentum. Picks him up onto the top of his shoulder. Boom! Big dominator. Can this be it? 1, 2. A big kick out at 2 from Cesaro. Cesaro's tag team partner, friend and protege, Regal, winning the European Championship earlier. Cesaro in the Hurt Lock now, looking like he may not repeat the same success. Is it in that tight? Looks like Lashley didn't want it anymore. Perhaps Lashley just wanted Cesaro to know, I'm here. I'm here for this. Cesaro with a big UFO. Oh my goodness, is this it? Is this it? What is he made of? What is Lashley made of? He kicked out of a UFO. We rarely see that in the WWE. Before WrestleMania, we only saw that once. Before WrestleMania 37, we only saw that once in the at WrestleMania 37 was the first time we saw that in the WWE. And then the creators of the 2K games made it his signature, like he uses it every week. So now you see it all the time when you play the game. It's crazy. Even though it's never seen, because that's why it's called the UFO, because it's such a rare move. And it's such a rare move because it's such a hard move to make, to perform. It takes so much out of the performer, of Cesaro specifically, to perform that maneuver because it makes so much damage. It provides so much damage. It inflicts so much damage to his opponent. But it wasn't enough to put away Lashley. And Lashley, strangely, looks like a fire was reignited in him after that move because he just hit a big spear and now up for the Dominator, gets it. Different variation, but gets it. Is this it? It is. It is. Bobby Lashley continuing his reign as the WWE Champion. Incredible match. Incredible match. Take nothing away from Antonio Cesaro. Take absolutely nothing away from Antonio Cesaro. He got closer than perhaps any man has gotten so far in Bobby Lashley's reign. He took Bobby Lashley to his limits. On another night, perhaps we'd be looking at a new WWE champion. But on this specific night, Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, retaining, extending his reign, and now he has Rey Mysterio in his sights. On to the next match, sticking on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. We found out one championship match at Clash of Champions. We find out the next at the end of this one. Bianca Belair defending her newly won SmackDown Women's Championship against the baddest bitch on the planet, Ronda Rousey. But if you ask me, and a lot of the people in this company, she's just a bitch. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for Bianca Belair. Is it professional of me? No. Do I care? No. We don't like this woman, okay? She disappeared, okay? She disappears when she feels like it, when she thinks, oh, I don't want to be a wrestler, and then she goes and does what she wants to do in her personal life, and then she's like, that didn't fill the void inside of me. Let me go steal spots from other wrestlers who bust their ass year round. And then she comes and she steals spots. And then she had a Mania match with Charlotte Flair. Okay, and yes, Charlotte Flair cheated to beat you, Ronda. And then what'd you do? You went and cried like a bitch and then you went home. Like you always do when you fail. You did it in the UFC, you do it in the WWE. And then she came back, but only if she could just cut to the front of the line. I hope Bianca Belair wipes the floor with Ronda Rousey tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And again, that is not professional. I don't know why there's the SmackDown nameplate. We're at SummerSlam. Come on, Kevin Dunn. Let's. I'm not being professional. You should be at least. Come on, man. But we have Bianca Belair. Won the championship at Extreme Rules. Initially, she won the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania against Becky Lynch. That title reign lasted 5 days because she lost the title to Charlotte Flair in a unification match on SmackDown after the draft, which we covered briefly earlier in the night. She scratched and she clawed her way back to an opportunity, and this time against Charlotte Flair, she came out on top. Charlotte Flair was not allowed to cheat thanks to Sasha Banks as the special guest referee, allowing Bianca Belair to get a rightful win against Charlotte. And now she's defending her title against this bitch. I'm sorry, ladies and I just can't. I can't. Beat her ass, Becca. Bianca. Oh, I said Becca. Beat her ass, Bianca. Beat her ass. And then defend the title against Liv Morgan at Clash of Champions. Just please dispose of this trash. You'd make me happy. You'd be making the other wrestlers in the back happy. Just get it done. Okay? Just get it done. Ronda Rousey. And of course, yeah. You're targeting the arm, yeah, because you have one move. It's the armbar. That's crazy. We don't like you. Ronda Rousey, a one-time Raw Women's Champion. And an overall bitch. That's all I wrote in my notes, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, she had UFC success back when the division had like nobody in it, and before women were really given an opportunity in MMA. So she had subpar, opposition, and then, the first time she fought opposition that actually had talent, she got her ass kicked because, again, she was one-dimensional, and it's just I don't like Ronda Rousey, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding it. Come on, Bianca, beat her ass. Hopefully, she does not add any more titles to her repertoire, to her resume, whatever you want to call it. Bianca, on the other hand, one-time Raw Women's Champion. Like I mentioned at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas. And a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion. Her first time at WrestleMania 37 against Sasha Banks. And her second time at Extreme Rules. Just 1 month ago. Please extend your reign past a month, Bianca Belair. I'm rooting for you. Yes, get her. Get her. Good moonsault. Let's go. Let's go. Go to the top. Get a 450 or something. Or just a splash. I'm happy with that. Any damage. Any damage. I don't care. All the damage. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Stretch that in. Stretch that in. Do enough damage that she doesn't come back. I don't want to see her on the... I don't want to see her, man. I know a lot of the fans at home don't either. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Come on. Come on, Bianca. Don't let her do this to you. Bianca, please, man. Oh, Bianca, please. As much as I hate her and as much of a bitch as she is, she is a threat when it comes to grappling, okay? It's not like she's a nobody. You know, for MMA, she was one-sided. In wrestling, because it's a grappling-heavy sport, she is very good. I cannot deny the fact that she is good. She is very good. I just don't like the merits of where she has been put in the company. The positions she's been granted based off of what she did outside of the company. She was brought in initially, and she did not pay her dues. She was hot-shotted, elevator ride to the top. And she does it now as well. That's what I don't like about Ronda Rousey. If she would have just paid her dues like the rest of the women in this company on this roster, I would not have a problem with her. But she did not pay her dues. And I hope Bianca makes her pay for it. But you're not going to make it... Bianca, you're playing a dangerous game right now. You're letting her get too much... You're cutting it close because... Alright. Alright, come on, Bianca. Come on, man. Pick it up. Come on, Bianca. Come on, Bianca. Not again. Not another one. Not another. Oh, please. No, please. No, please. Oh, come on, Bianca. Come on. You got this. You got this. Come on. Armbar. She's going to go for the armbar. Judo throw and ropes thing. Whew. All right, ref. All right, ref. We're in our good books. You're in my good books. Okay. Yes, let's go, Bianca. Come on. Come on, Bianca. Come on, Bianca. Inflict some damage. Inflict some damage. You've got this. All right. All right, no, it's okay. Big slap. Picking her up. Placing her on her shoulder. Little, none of those are a rep in a squat. I'm not going to count any of those as a squat because those are not even half reps. Those are like quarter reps, but sure. That's literally not impressive because that's literally, you're literally doing nothing. But we still love you. At least, I mean, in other matches, I'm impartial. May the best woman win. In this match, I'm partial because I'm hoping that Bianca comes out as the best woman tonight. Going to the top. Big 450. Is this it? Count of two. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I can breathe. Bianca Belair successfully retaining her women's championship, extending her reign, her newly minted reign. This means at Clash of Champions next month, we will see Liv Morgan challenge Bianca Belair for the women's championship. Bianca Belair versus Liv Morgan for the women's championship at Clash of Champions. That will be a good one. Will Liv Morgan be able to make another underdog story like she has in the past month? She's been the unlikely underdog winner throughout the whole Queen of the Ring. Can that culminate in an underdog championship upset against Bianca Belair? Wonderful match tonight, and that will be a wonderful match at Clash of Champions. Oh my God! It's Io Shirai! What is... She said on SmackDown. On SmackDown, she said that she would wait for a fair one-on-one match with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair looks shocked. She looks betrayed. What is this? She said that she was not going to cash in tonight because she wanted a fair one-on-one match with the champion. But she's cashing it in anyways. Io Shirai cashing in her money in the bank. Oh my God. Bianca Belair just went through a tough match. They're doing the match introductions maybe to at least be a little bit fair. They don't typically, but at least be a little bit fair and maybe give Bianca a little bit of extra time to recover and prepare for the match. I don't... Io Shirai off to a flurry of offense, going to the top rope, perhaps going for the moonsault right off the bat. No, for an elbow drop to the back. Oh, Bianca will be feeling that one tomorrow. Oh, big knee. Picking her up. Kick to the... Okay. Good. Ooh, big stomp. Big stomp. And she's taunting. Thinking what? Why are you all booing me? Why would you boo me? Oh, big slam. Io Shirai really taking her time with this cash-in. A lot of times you'll see women or men come in with the cash-in, try and hit their one finisher and just end the match quickly. Io Shirai treating this as if it were a video game that didn't have a feature of starting a match with finishers assigned. Or something like that. You know what I mean? It's almost as if that was a possibility, then she would have just hit a finisher and won the match. Big moonsault, speaking of her finisher. Hooking the leg. One, it didn't look like her foot was in the ropes. Two, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what graphic Kevin Dunn just put on the screen. I don't know what that was, but we'll move on. Big elbow drop by Io Shirai. Big elbow drop. Picking her up. Ooh! A roll into a double stomp. Going to... Io? What was that, man? Moonsault from the middle rope. Not as effective as the moonsault from the top rope. I would like to apologize if my speech has changed at all in the last little while. I recently had surgery on my eardrum. I basically had to like get myself a new eardrum because I had a hole in my, default one, factory settings one. So they had to take cartilage from my ear, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big moonsault. My ear doesn't matter right now. Io Shirai successfully cashing in her Money in the Bank. We have ourselves a new SmackDown Women's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an incredible turn of events.
Here is your winner, and the
Now,
SmackDown
who knows what's happening with the Women's Championship now? Does Bianca skip the line ahead of Liv Morgan because of a rematch clause, or does Liv Morgan have a right of way? Do we get a triple threat match? I don't know what they're going to do over on SmackDown. Be sure to tune in week to week, guys. I was very aggressive with that. I apologize. And it is now time for the main event of the evening, where we see Roman Reigns defend his championship against Edge.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The omnipotent one, Edge, coming to the ring. Looks like he's got some callback attire to maybe his Rude days. Maybe that's a message that he's trying to pull from his vast wealth of experience to try and win the title that he never lost. But my ear basically kind of blew out a little bit ago, like maybe like 25 minutes to a half hour ago. So I'm like hearing myself like an echo chamber right now. So if I'm speaking any different, my apologies. I think just the constant talking, that moves your jaw and that moves your ear. And that probably affected the mending of the eardrum. The cartilage they took from my ear canal and transplanted to give me a bionicle fucking... Oh, sorry, Hunter. Bionicle eardrum. And here is the Tribal Chief. The head of the table. Roman Reigns. We await. There he is. To the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the World Heavyweight Champion. 721 days. That is the number of days that have passed since Roman Reigns won the Universal Championship back in 2020, close to 2 years ago. Just under 2 years ago. In the month of August. That title since has continued its lineage into the World Heavyweight Championship. At WrestleMania 38 in Dallas, Roman Reigns defeating Brock Lesnar to combine the Universal and WWE Championships. He was then drafted to Raw the next night on Raw, leaving SmackDown without a champion. The titles were combined, and the WWE Championship was reintroduced over on SmackDown. On Raw, Roman Reigns has continued his title reign. 721 221 days. Look at him. Look at him. The tribal chief, the head of the table. 721 days is the number relevant to him. There is a different number that is relevant to his opponent. 4,149 days. That is the number of days that have passed since Edge was last World Heavyweight Champion, since he had to relinquish the championship 11 years ago.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 249 pounds, the
Look at him.
Superstar Edge!
He wants that number to turn to 0.
Introducing the champion from Pensacola,
And he wants a new counter to begin.
265
But that won't happen
He is the world
if the tribal chief
heavyweight champion.
has anything to say about it. One of the biggest matches in a recent memory. Roman Reigns wanting to continue his historic championship reign. Edge wants to win the championship that he never lost. He created the Judgment Day in order to help him win the championship that he never lost. He costed Cody Rhodes, the Money in the Bank briefcase at the request of the tribal chief back at Money in the Bank in order to potentially get an opportunity to win back the championship that he never lost. The only thing that drives Edge to wake up in the morning, to get in the gym, to get in the ring, to get town to town. It drove him out of retirement. It drove him to push himself to limits that could end up putting him on the shelf yet again. All because he wants the thing that he never lost. His magnum opus. What he wants to accompany him at the top of his mountain of omnipotence. The World Heavyweight Championship. A title synonymous with Edge's career. And his with the lineage of the title. He's not off to the best of starts here. Roman Reigns doing well. Oh, big reversal by Edge. Could this be the jump start to this match that Edge needs? Big headbutts. Picks up the tribal chief. The tribal chief smacks him across his face. Picks him up and just release suplexes him. That's the Undertaker's taunt. Maybe he is calling back to when he defeated the Undertaker at WrestleMania. I was going to say retired the Undertaker, but wrestling retirements are never really final, are they, ladies and gentlemen? Even when you have a storybook one, and then you go have a random tag match as your last one. Kick out at 2 from Edge. Roman Reigns setting up for the spear. Both men using the same maneuver as their preferred way to finish the match. Roman Reigns connects with the spear, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, is this enough? Into the pin. Roman Reigns making quick work of Edge. Making a statement. That is a statement win from the tribal chief in the head of the table. Edge was obsessed with nothing but winning this championship. This was the only thing in life that mattered to him going into this match. But Roman Reigns had his number. Roman Reigns had more in his locker. Roman Reigns was the better man tonight, like he has been every night for 721 of them. He successfully defends the World Heavyweight Championship, the Tribal Chief extending his reign of dominance with the title and in the industry. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen.